Hello everyone, this is Arthur, also known as Forecaster Arthur now that I'm still AST tracking, but we are now tracking a massive, severe event. This will be a multi-day, multi-system type outbreak. This will have two primary systems. It's going to be a double punch with two systems. This is the day one. Things are about to get crazy. This is day one. We have slight risk in play right now. And I'm going to say now, I am still at risk. I was at risk already, but the fact that they upgraded my area to a slight risk for day 2 means that I have to make this video, essentially. This is the tornado potential for day 1. There's a 2% in Oklahoma and Texas, but you're going to see a 5% right around the New Orleans, Gulfport, and Biloxi areas along the Gulf Coast, as it'll be more of an overnight threat there. Most likely. And I did completely forget about daylight savings time, so it's now Central Daylight Time and not Central Standard Time. So, essentially, yeah. Reed has said that the supercells, they're going to start firing around 5 to 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time, I believe. And that's his own words, not mine. Anyways, moving on to the hail risk, which this might actually be another day Reed chases. We have 3 days in a row with gorilla hail potential. This has a chance to have more gorilla hail again. And to put this into words, gorilla hail is large hail falling at a fast rate. If you see a lot of hail that's large and falling quickly, it's considered gorilla hail. Reed, he chases in the Dom 4, also known as Dominator 4. It's a Subaru. And he's been through a lot with that thing, including a lot of batches of Gorilla Hail, and yes, he said he had a relationship with every single hail dent on that car. Moving over to the day 2 now, by the way. Day 2, slight risk is in play again. This time, you can see it's on the Gulf Coast, and it's in some parts of Kentucky, too, as well as Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, and Tennessee. And unfortunately, these are the same areas that got impacted by the really bad December 10th and 11th, 2021 tornado outbreak, which has been dubbed the Great Tornado Outbreak of. Basically, you see the states of Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, and Arkansas. Those states, particularly Kentucky. And 5% tornado risk. I'm in the 5%, one of the 5% area, not the 2% area. I am in the slight risk, as I've mentioned before. And I don't know if Reed's gonna chase day 2, which will be Friday. Also, happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm wearing green. Don't pinch. So, yeah, I don't know if Reed's going to chase tomorrow. If he does, that's okay. If he doesn't, that's okay. We at least have Vince Welty potentially chasing tomorrow as well. And, yes, I'm going to have, say both of their names. If I can if you want, I can link them to you in the comments. And here is I suppose this is wind and hail. They're basically the same, if you're wondering. And if you're wondering, no, unfortunately, I am unable to cover Billy because this is the more pressing threat right now. Gombe's dead, don't worry. Billy, I'm unable to cover Billy. I can't cover Billy. This is the bigger threat. And then we, of course, have another invest down in the South Pacific. And then another invest in the Bay of Bengal, apparently. So, yeah. We have a lot of threats on hand. One of them could actually impact India as a significant cyclone, but this is hail. You basically can't tell the difference with them. Effectively, what this means is things are about to get incredibly crazy, and I mean incredibly crazy, in my own words, because you may not see a day 4, but that's because day 4 is going to be the quiet day. And Day 2 and day 1 are just warm-ups, and day 3 too, if you really want to consider that a warm-up as well. I named the systems. Okay, I named each system. This one is gonna been named Queenie, and is actually the, believe it or not, the 17th system I have named under the naming list. I'll show you the naming list in a future video, and retire names aptly, which that'll start in June, I believe. This is the day 3, by the way, if you're wondering. Same system as before, but you can see where the next system is going to start rolling in, and that one will gain the name Ryan. Ryan when it does. And you can just see general rain for some parts of the northwest. But you got to be concerned about the severe risk anyway. It doesn't matter. And Savannah, Georgia is one of the cities that could be in the crosshairs for a potential severe weather event that could actually impact many areas. In fact, well, I don't know what the tornado risk is for this, but here is the probabilistic outlook. And you could basically just see where the marginal and slight risks combine to make it. So marginal would be the brown 5%, and then the 15%, the yellow, would be the slight risk again. We don't know what the parameters for this event will be on day 3, which is Saturday's event, but yeah. And then, of course, I mentioned day 4 is going to be a quiet day. It really is. Potential too low, or predictability too low, or something I saw. But here's the concerning part. 30% in Texas on day 5. I do not like the looks of the day 5. This could be a high risk at maximum when it becomes a day 1. This could be this event is gonna that event is really just gonna. This is the event I expect there to be a tornado emergency. That's the event, literally. I expect a tornado emergency from the event that Ryan will do, not Queenie, Ryan. I've named them both Queenie and Ryan. Ryan has not yet been named yet, though, so we'll see. If 15% on day 6, that could get upgraded to a 30% day when it becomes day 5. The fact that it's really starting to show itself and rear its head means we are in severe season, and it is underway. And this, I don't know what to expect, but I did predict 3 PDS tornado warnings and 1 tornado emergency at minimum, if possible. Let's hope that doesn't. My prediction is not right here, because that would be incredibly bad if it'd come true. I'm wishing it's not true. I'm just wishing it isn't. And then here is the day, I believe day 7. Day 6 is the previous one. Day 7, 15%. My Roblox friend Ree could actually be in this, getting into a marginal risk on that day too. So yeah, that's that. And pretty much, I'm very concerned about the next event. I have gone ahead and altercated the weather severity code. Normally it would require a tornado emergency to inflict code rainbow. It no longer needs that now. I have modified it just specifically for this event, and I'll do that for events that are going to be back-to-back. And moving on to the weather severity code, by the way, it is a light pink long-term. This means that a set date will be set for the code light pink long-term code to end. Every day for 7 days straight, from today till the next week, Wednesday, we'll have light pink right off the bat. As soon as it's midnight, light pink. Unless the event's still going. I'll see you on the next video, by the way. Bye, I guess.